back to work on the Shithead Factory because people are given life by the glory of God and not the ego of a scientist tries to run a major corporation that calls itself a religion, right? It was people that call themselves scientists for religious corporations that started this whole clusterfuck, okay? Because they were using what they perceive as religion, an extension of their ego, to murder in the name of God, you know. Yeah, my family still fucking does it all the fucking time. It drives me fucking crazy. You know, why'd God kill Cameron? Why did God kill Justin? It's like, God didn't kill Cameron and Justin. You did. Voting for president, denying the Lord's Prayer, driving cars, thinking it's fun, going on vacation, going in that airplane. Okay, that's what killed Justin and Cameron. Okay? It drives you nuts. Why did God do it? Why did God drop the nuclear weapon and test it in Tularosa and drop it on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Why did God bomb Iran? Why did God put up the spy satellite to mass sell porn on Dish TV? Why does God do these crazy things? Wow, God, you're a nut job, right? Why would you ask such stupid questions of the infinite essence of your existence? Okay? When you know damn well it's human beings that are fucking doing it and not the glory of God. Okay? Fuck. Okay? No, I was sitting here making a private video blog because they wouldn't let anything load. And I sit there and said, I'm not like you assholes. You know? I don't realize that I doesn't fully register that I'm the main focus of attention at the Vatican, the Pentagon, the White House. You know, I was, what? I'm fucking Cusco. This perfect world begins and ends with me. Hey, Tom Jones, theme song guy, right? It is unusual. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. You and your pussycat knows. Whoa, whoa. You know, you're just like sitting there going, I'm not like Bill Gates. I'm not like Mark Zuckerberg. You know? If it's the Grand Chahi's birthday, he's going to win, right? Let Mark win. Fuck that. Why? It's just a game. When I used to beat Patrick on tennis racket Nerf ball hockey nights, right? It's because he'd get cocky and shitty. And then I tried to show him I could beat the hell out of you anytime I want. I just don't because I want you to have fun, right? And then so when I teach him a lesson because he wasn't, you know, he's like his mom. He wasn't as good winner or loser. He'd, you know, he'd try to come back, and then I'd let him tie it, and then he'd go, no, best 4 out of 7, best, you know, he had to win. I was like, no, but it's 3-3. Yeah, let's go to bed. What? No. What's the matter, Sheldon? Need closure? 3-3. That's a tie. Yeah. It's kissing your sister. It depends on how hot your sister is, right? I'm very funny, right? Okay, so no, I had guys all the time. And my sister, you know, Pancha looked like, freaking Farrah Fawcett and Cindy Crawfordish. Okay, all the guys come, oh, your sister. It's like what happened with Nora Pashan with Chris Pashan. You know, it's like, your sister is so fine. My sister's a bitch, Earl. So Pancha's gorgeous, Earl. Yeah, she's a bitch. I know. Chris Pashan, he was funny. He was Polynesian and French. His sister is Polynesian and French. She was gorgeous, right? And I was like, Nora, you think she's now? My sister won't date you. She's a bitch. You're a nice guy. He was funny. I loved Chris Pashan. He was one of my best buddies. His parents worked at, you know, at White Sands. Almost all my kids, all my friends in Cruces, okay, were at Mayfield High School. Most of them, their parents worked at White Sands, right? So yeah, all the people that were studying me, I was good friends with their kids. Okay, so what? Yeah, it's It's a world of fuck you, a world of bills. It's a world of mythologically why God kills. It's crazy as can be because we all fuck and fight for money with technology. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. And it all revolves around me. And I'm like, what? I'm not Donald Trump. I'm not Pope Leo. Just live the Lord's Prayer and go home, for crying out loud. I don't have a home. I know, because when I live in the Lord's Prayer, fuck! Right, and so, wow, I keep telling people, I dropped out of college because it was insane and genocidal. Just like why I dropped out of the military. I joined the military to get money for college. Okay? I got out because it was insane and genocidal. I got money for college. By my senior year, I realized, fuck, I'm still in the military. And then I just got like a deer in the headlights. I dropped out and I just thought, I'll just raise kids of Amy. I'll go back to college, but maybe there'll be a college where they're not insane and genocidal, and I'll be able to work out something. And it never worked out. Okay. Then we ended up with my wife being the circulation director at Wick Communications. Yes, John Wick Communications down Spellerina Dance. Outside of fucking Fort fucking hellhole, we fuck everybody in the head to murder and kill with money, Arizona. Okay? The worst fucking place on the planet. Okay? Then I get challenged and abused verbally at my job at a grocery store by all the people that want to come challenge. I'm John Travolta, the angel Michael, and I challenge thee. You are a false prophet and God. And I'm like, all I want to do is just keep Amy at home and not being sexually predicated on by all the special forces guys that want to outfuck me. And most of them did outfuck me, okay? In Fort Huachuca, they did. Everywhere else, no. In Fort Huachuca, they did outfuck me. But it totally didn't do good for them with all the women watching, because all the women were like, he's beautiful. He stays home, takes care of the kids. One of the most beautiful women in town shows interest in us, and he repairs the marriage because he loves the kids. And he's just the most gorgeous man in the world. You guys will all have jobs that rape women to death in Mexico, and he gets up and breaks 5 federal laws in 2 minutes to try to save that woman from that happening to her. I mean, he's so gorgeous, it's like, what do you do? Jump back, kiss myself? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? No wonder I'm, yeah. Well, can you see why the Vatican is Earl? Can you see why Pentagon, Earl? Can you see why White House, Earl? Can you see why Roundhouse, Earl? Can you see why Greg Abbott? Stop being like Roger Rabbit. You know that rhymes with Roger Rabbit. Do you have a thing of a bottle of champagne for your first big achievement? You still have it for 50 years because you haven't achieved living the Lord's Prayer a day in your life? Don't drink booze. It kills your brain cells and pickles your liver. I'm pretty sure you've had a lot of those achievements, popped a lot of tops and, popped your cork and done all the rest of that stupid shit, right? God, what a moron. He's in a wheelchair. So was Stephen Hawking. He was a complete asshole. Yeah, he was. You don't have telekinetic abilities to talk to that man when he's jealous of you. He doesn't listen to you, and then he tries to talk you into taking advantage of military sexual abuse of your stepdaughter. Okay, go for her. She's a lot hotter. Your wife's a fat cow. It's like, and then I thought, well, he'd be fortunate. But then I saw, he has this thin, blonde, redheaded, good-looking woman that's his, quote, spouse or whatever. And I'm like, you think Amy's a fat cow? Your wife's with you because you're wealthy. My wife is with me because she wanted somebody to help raise Natalie because she didn't feel equipped. Barack Obama's a dickhead. Your wife is a bitch. My wife's a bitch. She's getting sexually predicated on by the Temple of Illuminati from the time she was a little girl and abused. Okay. And you and Michelle watch and sell books for millions of dollars on how to be a good parent. And you think Amy's a bitch. And you think Steffi's a lunatic. If you were getting fucked by your business partners constantly to see how your husband and your son handle it, wouldn't you be a little bit on the crazy side there too, you fucking asshole? See why Patrick's so protective of his mother? See why Noah's so protective of his mother? Why didn't you protect our moms? I'm doing it right now. Why won't you stand up for a Lord's Prayer with me? Why did God kill Justin and Cameron? God didn't kill Justin and Cameron. You elected a president to kill Justin and Cameron over money. And now you're torturing your own family because you want more money, left and right. All right? Peace. If this one loads, I will be surprised as hell.